Welcome to Tech Bites, where we save you time by delivering quick expert summaries of the latest tech reviews. Today we're breaking down everything you need to know about the iPhone 16 and iPhone 16 Pro, all in just a few minutes. Let's get started. First up, we've got Marques Brownlee's iPhone 16 Pro first impressions. In his review, Marques mentions that the iPhone 16 and iPhone 16 Pro are incremental updates from the previous model, the iPhone 15. There are some small design tweaks, like new color options, including ultramarine, teal, and pink. One of the key changes is the camera, which returns to a horizontal layout, a move that enables spatial video and photo capture. Internally, the iPhone 16 gets the A18 chip, offering a 20 to 30% performance boost, faster ray tracing, and a more powerful neural engine for AI tasks. Marques also points out that the phones come with larger batteries, which suggests improved battery life, though Apple hasn't provided exact numbers yet. Now let's talk about key features and performance. In his review, Marques Brownlee highlights the new Action button, which allows users to set up custom shortcuts for things like the flashlight or Siri commands. The camera control button is another big addition, offering pressure, sensitivity, and gesture controls for camera settings. Marques mentions that while this feature is technically impressive, its placement on the bottom right of the phone might make it awkward to use at first. He also notes that the display now drops to a minimum brightness of 1 nit, which is great for nighttime viewing. However, Marques expresses disappointment that the base model still only supports a 60 Hz refresh rate, especially for a phone priced at $800. Marques concludes by saying that while the iPhone 16 is a solid upgrade, it may not be worth it for those who already have the iPhone 15. The improvements, like better battery life and the camera control button, are nice but not revolutionary. Marques recommends the base model iPhone 16 for most people, especially over the Pro version unless you're into photography and need the Pro's 5x telephoto lens. Overall, it's a solid release. Check the description below for a link to the full review from Marques Brownlee. Enjoying the video so far? Let us know in the comments. And if you want to see more tech review summaries like this, hit like and subscribe. Next up, we've got a review from Mrwhosetheboss. In his hands-on impressions, he starts by unboxing the iPhone 16 and 16 Plus, noting that Apple has made the packaging 6% smaller, but it's hardly noticeable. He appreciates the new color options, including blue and pink, which are more vibrant than we've seen in years. One of the standout features Mrwhosetheboss highlights is the audio mixing tool, which allows you to fine-tune the audio from multiple sources, something that feels like a movie set for everyday users. Marques also mentioned the A18 chip, and Mrwhosetheboss agrees, pointing out that it gives the phone access to console-level games like Assassin's Creed, which run at a smooth 30 frames per second. Now let's look at the key features and a performance breakdown. Mrwhosetheboss emphasizes the camera layout changes, which unlock the new spatial video option. While the video quality is only 1080p, it's still impressive for those using Apple's Vision Pro. He also discusses the camera control button, the much-talked-about feature that allows you to control zoom and other camera settings with a swipe. Although he appreciates the attention to detail in the design, he finds the placement a bit awkward, a sentiment that mirrors Marques' concerns about practicality. The iPhone 16 also includes upgrades like macro photography with the auto-focusing ultra-wide camera, and while there are some improvements in night mode shots, he doesn't think it's a game-changing upgrade. Wrapping up, Mrwhosetheboss finds the iPhone 16 to be a solid upgrade, especially for users coming from the iPhone 12. However, like Marques, he notes that the updates, like the camera control and spatial video, aren't revolutionary. He also highlights the faster sensors and improved charging, but expresses disappointment with Apple's slow-wired charging speeds compared to competitors. In conclusion, while these aren't the most exciting upgrades, they're safe choices if you've been holding out for something new. Check the description below for a link to the full review from Mrwhosetheboss. Next up, we've got a review from Unbox Therapy, where Lewis takes a deep dive into the iPhone 16 and iPhone 16 Plus. What's particularly interesting about these models is that they carry many of the features found in the Pro and Pro Max, but at a more affordable price. One area that really stands out this year is the color options. Mo, his co-host, is especially excited about the ultramarine finish, and the teal version seems to be catching everyone's attention as well. These vibrant colors bring a fresh new look to the lineup, contrasting with the more muted tones we're used to seeing. But it's not just the colors. Apple has also rearranged the camera layout, giving the phones a slightly more balanced look. However, this new design introduces a bit more wobble when placed on a flat surface, something Lewis just had to test with his famous wobble test. What's really surprising about this year's iPhone 16 is that Apple has included the camera control feature, which was previously exclusive to the Pro models. This allows for more precise zoom control, macro photography, and even spatial photo capabilities. Lewis was caught off guard by this, as it seems like a Pro feature that would typically differentiate the models. In his review, he compares it to the previous generation's diagonal camera layout, which had its own distinct look. Apple is clearly pushing Pro-level features down to the more affordable iPhones. With the camera control and the new aluminum frame and USB-C port, the standard iPhone 16 feels closer than ever to its Pro counterparts. Unbox Therapy wraps up their review by talking about the build and feel of the new iPhones. Lewis notes that the iPhone 16 is slightly thinner and lighter than its predecessor, which makes it more comfortable to hold and use. The addition of the USB-C port is another welcome change, and the action button, now available on both standard and Pro models, brings extra functionality. Lewis is also impressed by Apple Intelligence, which adds smarter functionality throughout the phone. With improved battery life, faster MagSafe charging, and a design that stays close to the Pro models, Lewis suggests that for most users, the iPhone 16 might be the best value. He wraps up by saying that unless you need the extra camera or titanium frame from the Pro line, the iPhone 16 has everything you need at a better price. Make sure you check out Unbox Therapy's full review using the links in the description below. So, after diving into these reviews, let's talk about the standout features of the iPhone 16 lineup. Across the board, we're seeing some exciting updates that make even the standard models appealing this year. The new camera control system is a big one. It allows for smoother, more precise adjustments that used to be exclusive to the Pro models. Plus, USB-C is finally here, which is great news for anyone tired of the old Lightning cables. And let's not forget the colors. We've got some really fresh options this year. The teal and ultramarine have been real attention grabbers, offering something a bit more playful than what we've seen in previous generations. Add that to MagSafe improvements, longer battery life, and the brand new action button, and you're looking at a pretty feature-packed lineup, even for those who don't want to shell out for the Pro models. As for the reviews themselves, there's a lot of consensus on what's working in the iPhone 16 series. Marques Brownlee was really impressed with the build quality and overall performance. He highlighted how Apple is focusing more on incremental but meaningful improvements rather than trying to dazzle us with over-the-top features. Then you've got Mrwhosetheboss, who was pleasantly surprised by the gaming performance and how features like camera control, which felt Pro only last year, are now available on the standard models. He noted how this generation is really bringing those premium features to more people. And then there's Lewis from Unbox Therapy. He loved the new colors, particularly that ultramarine finish, and had a lot of fun with his signature wobble test. His main takeaway? The standard iPhone 16 could be the go-to model for most people, offering a lot of what the Pro does without the extra cost. It's clear that all of them agree. Apple made some smart moves this year, even if the upgrades aren't revolutionary. So what's my take after watching all these reviews? Well, the iPhone 16 and iPhone 16 Plus really stand out this year for offering nearly everything the Pro models have, but at a lower price point. If you're someone who doesn't need the extra camera lens or the titanium build, these standard models are definitely worth considering. You're still getting the A18 chip, MagSafe improvements, and that handy action button, all of which make the iPhone 16 feel like a premium device. But what about you? Are you leaning toward the standard iPhone 16? Or are you thinking about going all in with the Pro models? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. And, as always, if this video helped you out, make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow, and I appreciate all the support. I've got more tech reviews and content coming your way, so hit that notification bell, and I'll catch you in the next one.